30 years ago, I was visiting my uncle who was in a nursing home. And as I left his room and walked down the hallway, I thought to myself, what would happen if these people in this nursing home, who are incredibly frail, engaged in an aggressive strength training program, like strength training that athletes do, okay, like 80% of 1RM. And 30 years ago, that hadn't been done. It wasn't even looked at. Because in my mind, I thought, well, it'd either make them better or it'd kill them. And that's what got me started in this whole process of looking at older adults and looking at how they move and how poorly they move for the most part. And it didn't make sense to me. I just thought there has to be a better way. My name is Paul Holbrook, and I'm the founder and owner of Age Performance, and that's what we do here, is we really try to elevate older adults' ability to function at a much higher level so they can continue to do the things that they enjoy doing later in life. I do this full-time. I have a staff of 8 trainers right now. I'm training myself along with all the other kind of administrative stuff that goes along with running a small business. But I'm in the trenches still. I'm still training a lot. And I've been doing this for, like I said, 30 years, a long time. And when I started, there was no blue book or playbook, rather, sorry. No playbook or plan. I was kind of doing it by baptism by fire. Now there's many more resources out there. And I think we have developed a really, really good system and program over the years. It's kind of a short period of time to kind of explain what we do, but in short, we look at the 5 fundamental human movement patterns that all adults do, that we all do every day, multiple times a day. And this doesn't come from me, this comes from a local expert, huge expert in the field, Dan John. And that's push, pull, hinge, squat, and carry. Okay, so those movements we do all the time, every day. And we want to master those movements. So that's basically what we do. We want to master those movements, meaning we want to get those movements with better quality and those movements with strength and speed and power. The other thing we do to match those 5 fundamental human movements is what we call 5 resets. Again, I'm not brilliant enough to come up with this stuff, but this comes from Tim Anderson and the original strength people. But the 5 resets are abdominal breathing, rolling, rocking, head nods, head turns, and crawling. Everything that an infant does, okay? These are things that we did when we were infants to learn how to roll over, to sit, to kneel, to stand, to walk, to run. That's in our DNA. When we go back and revisit those 5 resets, it automatically improves our ability to function. It improves our movement. It's almost like your computer not functioning well, and you turn it off and reboot it, turn it back on, and it starts to operate better. These resets are incredibly powerful. I don't think I can do it justice on this video, but the point is between those 5 resets and those 5 fundamental human movements work really, really well together with older adults. Okay, it's basically our basic formula here. And on top of that, when working with this age group and the things that you see, like their ability to get up from a chair better or to walk better, or they come in and they say, geez, I have less pains and aches in my body, or I'm sleeping better, or I'm able to get down on the floor and play with my grandchildren, or I didn't think I'd be able to go back up skiing in the Wasatch here, and they're able to do that. I mean, improving their quality of life is just amazing, and that's probably the most fulfilling thing that comes with this kind of work. When I first started doing this, again, a long time ago, it wasn't cool. It wasn't the cool thing to do. The cool thing to do as a trainer is work with athletes and movie stars and, people at a high functioning level. It wasn't cool to work with old people, with older adults, with seniors, with geriatrics. But I wanted that to be cool. I mean, that was one of my goals, is I wanted that to be the cool thing to do. And that is starting to happen. I mean, more and more trainers are now specializing in this area because of multiple reasons. And you can probably think of them on your own. The other thing that keeps me in this game for a long time is my passion for this. That's maybe why you're into this field as well, or why you're taking this class. But the magic that comes with fitness, or the magic that comes from presenting a physical stimulus to the human body, is just unbelievable. And it always has been kind of an amazing thing for me from the very beginning. I mean, I was always amazed by what happened to the body when you gave it a physical stimulus. And that passion hasn't left, and that's why I still do what I do. It's absolutely wonderful, and it's just so meaningful for older adults. And there probably isn't anything more important they can do than to get their body to function at a higher level. How you could ask the question, well, how can you get into the field? You can contact me, Age Performance. It's ageperformance.com. My email is paul@ageperformance.com. The Functional Aging Institute is a really great organization, and they have certifications, a really good certification. And that's how there's a couple ways that you can kind of get into this field, and I would highly recommend it. If that's it. But it's a great field, and there's so much out there, so many opportunities that kind of the sky's the limit.